too. Good morning. I'm walking over to the slaughterhouse now. I didn't see Mel and Steve on anymore. Stopped and got a coffee. Again, they didn't have any vegan options. I guess it was the owner in there, because she responded to me. Said that they don't sell. They've had some before. It's disappointing. I bought them. Sorry. What's up, Alicia? Did you see that cat? There was a little cat staring at me. I'm on my way to the slaughterhouse. I'll be there in a few minutes. I can hear it in the distance. It's loud. I can kind of smell it. Ew. Not that close to it. No, I'm not Muslim. Are you Muslim? Well, now there's some people in here. I am walking over to the turkey slaughterhouse to see if they have any turkeys this morning. Honestly, I feel better when I go there and they don't have any turkeys. It's pretty upsetting when they do have turkeys. But for Thanksgiving this year, choose something else. Don't get a turkey. The turkeys need their lives more than you need the centerpiece of your table of a bird. It's pretty disgusting. A lot of people only eat turkey one time a year. They'll just get it for Thanksgiving because like that's the normal thing to do. It's pretty sad. A really shitty holiday. Let's see what I can do. Do a Q&A here, but not really a question. Got this fucking coffee and it's like extremely hot, like boiling hot. really shitty coffee shop. I think I might go around do some stream different coffee shops. There's some good ones out in Gettysburg. There's a couple. That lady texting on her phone. So is this lady right here. Texting on her phone. Two ladies in a row, holding traffic up. This morning walking here. Walking to the bus. The very first, you can see the slaughterhouse at the end of the street. Isn't that crazy? Overlooks the whole street. So imagine living here on this street and you look down at the end of the street and it's just a slaughterhouse. The first lady I saw this morning when I was walking to the bus, she was texting and driving. And then as soon as I look over and start paying attention to the cars, there's two people there. Women, all three women. Texting and driving. Sometimes they got kids in their cars. They're taking their kids to school. They'll be texting and driving while they're taking their kids to school. Like, come on. Doesn't smell that bad now. You have to eat protein. Yeah, you can get protein from plants though, dude. You don't need animal protein. How much protein do you eat in a day? I only ate like one meal yesterday, so I probably only got about 80 grams of protein. Just on the low end. Some days I'll get like 150 grams of protein. I actually track what I eat a lot of the time. Flip the camera back around. Check behind you. There's nobody out here. Yeah, they're not that different. If you eat a variety of plants, it's exactly the same. Vegans are kind of crazy though. You think it's crazier to respect animals or to slaughter them for optional products? I think it's crazy to slaughter the animals. Get the same beanie. What's up, Jayesh? Alright, I'm almost here. Different foods have different amounts of the amino acids, but they're not most foods have all the amino acids. There's just some that you're going to be lacking if you only eat one plant. So just eat a variety of things. If you just eat rice, it's probably not the best for you. But if you put beans in your rice and vegetables and seeds and nuts and you eat some fruits, then you get everything you need. Alright, we're here at the shithole. I gotta walk around to the other side though. But look this place up, Plainville Farms, New Oxford. Go put it into Google. Or look it up on the PETA website. New Oxford, Plainville Farms. This is one of the worst slaughterhouses in the country. Dog's got a lot to say. They charged 12 people. I think it was 12 people with like 140 charges of animal cruelty in this building. They were doing all types of crazy things to the birds, throwing them around by their necks, hitting them with stuff, kicking them. Like sick ones that were dying, they were just beating them up. Doing sexual things. Really crazy. Really crazy stuff. Some workers standing outside here. Look at this lady just getting here. This guy going inside. Nature's the worst slaughterhouse. Really? You know, in nature, most animals just die on their own. They're not eaten by other animals, like people say. It's actually really dumb if you think that. Here's all the cages, the death trailers that they bring them in. At least my coffee's cooled down now, I can drink it. Yeah, they have a bunch of trailers over here, so they might not have any turkeys. Normally when they have turkeys, some of these are gone. They're in the other parking lot and they're full. But let me get around to the other side, see if the gate's open. There's a bunch of feathers in the grass, some little ones. That one's a little bit bigger. Imagine being crammed into a little truck like this, a little cage. Getting shit on by the other turkeys above you. Yeah, there's no turkeys here. Hey, thanks for the sticker, or the gift. Yeah, I don't see any turkeys here. This is normally where they hold them down there. Yeah, it stinks over here. Feathers from their victims. Alright, the gate's open. It's like they don't know that I'm here yet. You can see the shackles on the top there, on the second level. See what they're doing inside. I don't really see anyone in there. It smells horrible. So that truck there that's backed in, they fill that up with all the feathers. But that big garage door, the black and white door, it's shut. So they'll pull the turkeys in there, close that door, hang them up at their feet. And those shackles, you can barely see them on the second level behind that. It's like above the railing. It's really hard to see them. Looks like I don't know what that is behind the railing there. All those white lines. But if you look at the corner, the top right corner of the railing, you can see a couple of the shackles like reflecting the light. Thanksgiving's coming up in a couple of days, I think, right? Next week. You can see all the guts that they bring out. They're in those trucks down there with the Look at all the vultures on top of the trucks. Dozens. This is what spreads bird flu. This could be a big problem for the local community. It's pretty sad. What's up, Bailey? I'm at a turkey slaughterhouse. They take them in there and they hang them up by their feet. They go into the next room and they electrocute them. They boil them, take their feathers off. They go in that truck. And then they go down to the next area and they cut them all apart, take out the bones and the guts. That comes out on the other side in another truck. and then they put it down there where all those vultures are. Those trucks are full of body parts. And the vultures are snacking on them. And these are some of the death trailers that they bring them in. They'll cram a bunch of turkeys into each one of them. Hundreds of turkeys in each trailer. You say that's not true? What's not true? Tell me, teach me something then. Tell me what's not true. This is one of the worst slaughterhouses in the United States. They had a dozen people charged with over 140 charges of animal abuse and animal cruelty. You can look it up. Look up PETA Investigations, New Oxford, and you'll see. You can see the footage of them abusing the animals. They had somebody on the inside recording them. I'm pretty sure one of the 12 people that got charged was also one of the supervisors. That was not only allowing it to happen, but was also abusing animals himself. Oh, here's the security guard. These are the maintenance guys working on something. He's waving to me. Yeah, I'm anti-bullying. So the security guard on the left here, these are the two security guards, look at them. You think they could catch me if I was running around? I used to run cross country. So she's the one that's always here. She looks new. Is she in training? I think she's training her. I didn't bring her coffee. Like I said, I was going to bring her coffee next time. Look at this lady. She's like, what's going on? They're like, yeah, they're trying to get somebody to close the gate. They're gonna be cold. She looks cold already. She's gonna have to stand out here with me the whole time I'm here. They just pulled out another truck full of guts. Fucking disgusting. Those are the trucks. See, they have something on the back there that they load the bins full of guts into the back of that like lift. You can see it in black, the hydraulics on the side, and then that lifts it up and dumps it into the trailer. And then, sorry, I'm not looking at all the comments. I'll get back to it in a second. This guy's backing up another refrigerated truck. He's gonna pick up more body parts that are gonna be shipped for people to eat them. They're not closing the gate yet. Look at that bloody plastic wrap on the side of that truck there. What are they bringing trash out to throw in the dumpster? That's gross. Oh, there's the other security guard down there. That guy. He was pissed last time I was here. Or maybe that's just how his face normally looks. He didn't look very happy. Yeah, those trailers are disgusting. Those might have feathers and stuff in them. That's the one with the guts, because it's got the lift on the back. Alright, let me set up my tripod and then I can answer some of your questions. Oh, here they come. Close the gate. They're like, oh, sorry. What are they trying to hide? Why are they closing the gate? Now I can just pick my camera up too and get over the gate anyway, or see inside. Oh, there's the boss. She's the boss lady. When it's running, you can see at the top, behind the door, the turkeys on the line. They got 2 lines in there, I'm assuming, that because they unload both sides of the trailers, right? So there's 2 lines of shackles, 2 conveyors. Look, one person showing up with a phone, and they gotta close the gates. Wait, they're new. They retarped everything. I just realized that. It's black now. They got a new tarp around the whole fence. Interesting. It is a little harder to see through it now. But I still can. I can still see right over it anyway. Interesting. They retarped everything all the way down. See, how it's black. It used to be green. You can still see the green one behind it in a couple of spots. Like in the middle there. They always have trouble closing the gate. It's so funny watching them struggle trying to close the gate. Oh, look, she does have a coffee. She got a coffee today. That's funny. I hope it falls off of that thing. Look, she's got her gloves on now. Alright, so these guys, they closed the gate, but you know I can just pick my phone up. Funny. So yeah, that shows one person coming here. They put all that time in. They went around the whole area here and redid the curtain, whatever you want to call it, the tarp. Instead of green, now it's black, so it's harder to see through. They must have been watching my videos. Oh, look, you can see body parts in the truck. In the back. The guts. Hanging out the side. And that's the lift that they dump it into the trailer. Like a dog. Where'd that dog come from? Somebody must have bought that house. Last time I was here, this house was for sale. Is that the for sale sign? It looks like it's still for sale. Where did that dog come from? I didn't think anybody was living there. Run, doggy. Don't go into the slaughterhouse. Please don't come anywhere near this place. Alright, let me go back through the comments here. Yeah, it is how you get turkey sausages and patties, and it's pretty horrific. Don't be a piece of shit. Spy dog. What's my favorite animal? I like cats. I like cats a lot. Hedgehogs. They're pretty cool. I like all animals though. I have a husky. She's my favorite. My favorite animal right now would definitely be my husky. She's my princess. But I used to have a turkey as a pet. That's why I come here. It's fucking horrible what they do to turkeys here. Hang them up by their feet. They electrocute them, cut their heads off, just so people can have a Thanksgiving bird. Because it's cultural tradition, whatever you want to call it. It's disgusting. You don't need a dead bird on your table for Thanksgiving. Yeah, I think we can all agree mosquitoes suck. You got 2 huskies and a cat? That's cool. Yeah, I have 1 cat now. A husky. I have another husky coming over later today, so I'll have 2 huskies later. But I have a bunch of foster dogs too that I'm training, and I'm gonna get them adopted and find new homes for them. But I rescued them from going to the shelter that's full. You're gonna end up putting dogs down because they don't have any space. It's really sad. Yeah, the vegan booty girl. Tosh. I watched her sometimes, but she's in Australia though, so her lives come on like when I go to sleep, so I don't normally, the time doesn't work, so I don't really watch her because of the time. But yeah, they just put this black tarp up. It used to be green, and actually there wasn't anything here, so I could see right through this fence. And honestly, I still can see through it. See? You can see right through it. There's like an electrical box there. There's a door there. It's not a door to the building though. It's just like leaning up against the building. You know what's funny though? There's a camera there. See the camera? But now they put this tarp up. So the camera can't see anything on this side of the fence. But I mean, you can see right through it. Like there's a bush there. You can see the top of the bushes. But just because I show up here with my phone, they put this up all the way to the end there. They probably still didn't fix this gate though, because they've never closed this gate. I think this gate's broken. You can see the green curtain down there on the other side. You see how easy it is to see through that. But I mean, look, there's a car there. You can easily see the car. this other car. People that work back there. Normally these doors are open, but it's cold now, so they got them closed. But when it's a little warmer, there's a couple of doors back there. They normally keep them propped open. Let me get my tripod open a little bit more. Just let me do this, bigger legs. Sorry. Yeah, I know the cameras are for the inside, dumbass. But last time I was here, they came out and adjusted them so that they could see me out here on the street. So I think it's kind of funny. Last time they moved it so they could see me out here, and then they put a tarp up, so now they can't. Yeah, well, I did catch them last time I was here, bringing out trash in a forklift, and they crossed this public road, and he had the trash piled up so high he couldn't see. He was hanging out of the forklift to the side, driving across this public street. Look, there's a dog in that car. Keep going, don't stop here. They don't care about animals here. Taking the dumpster out. Exterminating all mosquitoes and destructive insects. I mean, we should do other things first, in my opinion, than just killing even insects, even invasive insects. We should try to manage the nature, keep it in balance, right? But if you can't, if things are gonna be thrown off to some extreme, then yeah, we might have to kill animals to defend ourselves, or to defend nature in general, to keep a good balance. And I'm not totally against that either. Everyone brings up the crop deaths argument, but if we have to kill some animals to sustain life, that's justified. It's still, I wouldn't think it's moral, but it's justified. But having a slaughterhouse like this place and killing turkeys as fast as we possibly can. This place kills like 500,000 turkeys a year. Some crazy number like that. And every single one of them is optional. You don't need to eat turkeys ever. Especially on Thanksgiving. Most people eat turkey, or a lot of people eat turkey one time a year on Thanksgiving, and that's it. Like, you don't need to support that. These death trucks, these death trailers, they throw hundreds of turkeys into these cages. One of these trailers can hold anywhere between like 500 to 700 turkeys. And then they bring them in here and they kill them one every second. Every second they're killing another turkey. That's how fast the line moves. And actually, that's just the one line. So if they feed together, maybe it's every 30 seconds. Maybe they kill a turkey every 30 seconds. They'll take one of these whole trucks in there, one of these trailers, and it'll come back out in like 30 minutes. They'll unload the whole trailer in 30 minutes. Hundreds of turkeys. They electrocute them. And then cut their heads off. They stab them to let them bleed out. It's fucking crazy. All just because people like to eat them. You don't need to. It's a choice. Doesn't matter if I have one person in here or 0 people in here, I'd still be here. Because they don't know. They don't care. I don't know why she started running. Every time I come here, the security guards come out and they watch me the whole time, and her coffee's gonna get cold sitting over on that pole. They put this whole new, these new tarps up to cover everything. You know, they had to spend a lot of money on that. That's like hundreds of feet. Hundreds of feet. It goes all the way down to the other security guard down there. See where he is down there? The black tarp goes all the way down there. And then they probably had 3 guys putting it up or more. Like the one time when I was here and they tried to fix part of the green tarp, they had 3 guys putting one zip tie on. 3 guys putting one zip tie on. That's how efficient this place is with their workers. It was pretty comical. All the vultures down there still pulling stuff out of those trailers. Eating meat is human nature. Well, so are a lot of other things that I hope you don't do. There's a ton of things that we used to do as humans that we realized was wrong and we do better, right? And how do you feel about animal abuse? It's a good question to start with. I mean, most people are against animal abuse, right? So why are you not against animal exploitation? You would be okay with eating people, exploiting people if they tasted good? What about dogs and cats? What about rabbits? A lot of people eat rabbits. Farm rabbits just for their fur or for their meat. But a lot of people have rabbits as pets too. It's not just about what I think or what you think, it's about the animals. What do you think the animals think? All the animals want to live. I was just talking about crop deaths. Did you just get here? There are ways to grow crops without killing animals or insects. But when it comes down to it, if you have to kill some animals to grow your food, then that's not exploiting the animals. That's basically self-defense. As long as you try to do everything else first, then it's okay with me. Veganism isn't about not killing animals. If I was in a survival situation, I would kill another human. If it was justified, I wouldn't be okay with it. But if it has to happen, it has to happen. Same thing with animals. If I had to defend myself against a dog, like that dog that just came over here a few minutes ago, if that dog attacked me, I would defend myself. I wouldn't just say, oh, you got me. If you grow food and you just let other animals eat it, you don't protect your food, with a fence, maybe growing it indoors. The last school bus, at least there's no kids in there. That would be weird, with a school bus full of kids going by the slaughterhouse. But if you're growing plants and you do everything else that you can to deter the animals away from eating your plants, and the last thing that you have to do, or that you can do, is you have to kill some of the animals so that you don't starve, that's not what I'm out here talking about. I'm talking about farming animals, exploiting them, putting them in little cages like that, taking them into this building and electrocuting them, stabbing them in the throat for no reason at all, just so somebody can make some money. Why don't people eat bugs? I mean, we shouldn't eat bugs either. Trying to go back up and see some of your messages. You can make vegan gravy. I have a short video, I think it's one of my short videos, where I put 10 other alternatives to turkey. Recipes, options. Go find that comment. You can try other things. Why do humans think that they should control other people? And yeah, animals are people too. There's some courts that have deemed animals people in certain situations and gave them rights. Let's go walk over here. See, they never closed the garage door. I wonder why. Sometimes the feathers are bloody. See, like this feather here? Sometimes they'll be bloody on the end. They get broken off and ripped out of the turkeys. Turkeys go in that room. That's the last thing they ever see. Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania. Look, this person's from North Carolina. Vanity plate. What's it say? Solo cam. And my eyes suck. I can't see anymore. Where is everybody? Why are all these spots open? They just repave for the road because these trucks drive up and down and tear the road up all the time. Like now she's out here smoking a cigarette. Guess the vultures are done feasting. It's like a prison. See, you got to go through this over here by the security guard. I thought maybe they'd be dumping some of the guts out, but they're not. Just got refrigerated trucks. You can hear them loading the trucks up. Body parts. They take them to another warehouse down the road to store them. You can see the guts and the guts and the blood on the underneath the trailer there, in front of that tire. That's all guts. The turkeys. This guy, what is he doing? Picking up trash? I see them out here picking up trash sometimes, and they do a horrible job. They'll walk around, pick up trash, go back inside. There's still trash everywhere. Yeah, it smells disgusting over here. Look how shitty this place looks. All the paint peeling off. Can't even read that sign. Oh, it smells so bad. This is the offices here. Because they got the offices that aren't even attached to the rest of the building because they probably don't want to smell it. A lot of people are off today. There's only these 2 cars here in the office parking. Normally there's 3 or 4 more cars here. What are those little badges on this guy's truck? Is that like the Freemasons thing? What are those other badges there? Does anyone know what they mean? This car's all fucked up. Plainville Farms, one of the worst slaughterhouses in America. Look, there's a piece of an apple here. Guys out here didn't pick up the trash right there. Look at all this shit that they have just thrown over there too. Like, what is all that crap? Very unorganized place. And your food comes from here. paint peeling off the walls. I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up in your food too. It smells so bad. What is that? A picture of a guy hunting on the back of this guy's truck? Oh, it's the smell. It smells so bad. These little cars. One time I was here and one of the cars had a sticker on the back of a cat and a dog. Probably consider themselves an animal lover and works in a fucking place like this. Isn't that crazy? Let's highlight the security guard for a little bit. Turkey's delicious. What if dogs were delicious? Would you eat a dog? Do you drive a car? No, I actually don't drive a car. I don't need a car either, so why would I have one? Look, now they don't bring the forklift out here anymore. They just bring all the trash out here in these trucks, probably because they know I caught them last time. And I said something to the guy. I said, "Why are you bringing all these trash bags out here and you're not able to see over top of them?" He said, "I've been doing this for a long time." Yeah, that's the kind of people that you don't want working for you. They're gonna run somebody over one day. Huge safety hazard. He literally did it 3 times. I got him on video doing it 3 times. So they're gonna get a visit by OSHA eventually. Do you ride a bus? Yeah, I ride the bus sometimes. Yeah, you don't eat turkey? That's good. What do you eat duck for? Do you have to eat duck? Last year at Thanksgiving, I went to my mom's house and her boyfriend roasted a duck while I was there. It was horrible. And then he burnt it. So then he was bitching about how it didn't taste the way he wanted it to. So he basically wasted the life of a duck. And then complained about it. Like, what a piece of shit. That's another thing that happens with animals that we use for food. A lot of it just goes to waste. So you were farming these animals, completely disrespecting them, betraying them, turning them into food, and then just throwing them away. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Yeah, so the USDA is trying to get away from electrocuting birds, right? They do it with most of the turkeys, most of the chickens. I'm assuming ducks too. They electrocute them first, and then they drain their blood out to kill them. The USDA is saying that it's more humane to use gas chambers. So they're trying to take places like this and implement gas chambers because it's more humane. But they wouldn't be able to use these trailers anymore. Look, she moved out of my frame. They wouldn't be able to use these trailers anymore because of the way that the process with the gas chambers is they have cages like that they load onto the truck or unload off the truck. So they take the whole cage and they put the whole cage in the gas chamber. So they don't have to handle the turkeys or birds individually. So it's not actually more humane for the animal. It doesn't matter. They don't consider the animal at all. The only reason that they want to move into gas chambers is because they can process them faster. They can kill them faster, right? It's less hazards for the workers. They can have less workers. It's basically just more efficient for the business. The business can make more money without, and they reduce their liabilities. So that's all it really is about. It's not about the animals. They don't care about the animals. It's all about the businesses. Don't record strangers. I'm on a public road. I can record anything that I can see from here, including the security guards. There's one there watching me. There's that new lady down there watching me. There's another trailer. I just noticed it. There's another trailer down there right in the middle. That's one of the trailers where they put all the guts in it, either the feathers or the guts. There's a vulture on top. You can kind of see him behind that pole. Yeah, right there. So they must have just processed a lot of sentient beings last night. Or in the last few days. Just electrocuted them, stabbed them in the throat. It's that guy unloading the trash. You harvest your own meat? Why don't you call it what it is? You're not harvesting them, you're killing them. When you can just go eat something else. You don't need to do that. What are you killing animals for? You think killing the animal yourself is better than a slaughterhouse like this? Or a factory farm? And I would hope you would agree that not killing the animal at all is better than that. So all you're doing is you're doing something less bad, right? When you go and you hunt your own animals, at least those animals had some freedom, but you're still taking it away from them. You're taking their entire life from them. Just like me and you are, we are the center of our own world, right? We're the center of our own life. It's the same thing for the animals. Their life means everything to them. And you're taking that away from them for a meal that's only a few minutes long, and later you'll just forget what you ate. Meanwhile, an animal had to pay with their entire life. It just doesn't make any sense. Love all animals. What's up? Yeah, you can't call yourself an animal lover if you support industries like this. They did close the door, the garage door. Just look at all the random stuff they have out here. Old equipment, barrels of chemicals. It's disgusting. Yeah, but you're not a wild animal, are you? What does it matter what other animals do? Don't you think that humans are more intelligent than wild animals? Do we have a more developed brain? Use your brain. Other animals have empathy also. So trying to say things like that, it doesn't make any sense. If you knew more about animals, you would know that animals care about other animals more than humans do. You don't have to support cramming turkeys into these little cages, sending them inside to be electrocuted and stabbed, have their blood drained out. Then if they're still alive, they go into a boiling tank so they can take their feathers off easier. A lot of the turkeys and chickens, they get boiled alive. The lines move so fast, they're not dead, they're not unconscious. They go into a boiling tank alive, and they're boiled alive. It's pretty horrible. You don't have to support that. The feed trucks that go to these farms where these turkeys come from, they all come from factory farms. There's a bunch of turkey factory farms around here. They're all crammed inside these sheds. There's no grass. On the feed trucks, it shows happy turkeys in a green field, like greener than this grass over here. It's like a picture of a perfectly green field. But if you go through some of my older posts, you can see the turkeys in the sheds. Like, I have pictures of the turkeys in the factory farms, in the sheds. They're just walking around in dirt, shit. All their feathers are coming off. I mean, you can see the feather right there on the screen, right on the bottom. There's feathers all along this street. There's people that live here. There's houses here. Like this farm right across the street. There's feathers all on their property in their front yard. Down the other way, there's some townhouses. Always have feathers in their front yard from birds that are dead now. Turkeys are really cool creatures. They love people. They trust people. They like to be pet. They like to be talked to. They'll talk back to you. think turkeys are stupid. I think humans are stupid. Some animals are a lot smarter than people are. They just don't give them the credit. Most people have brains, they don't use it. What are you doing, you shithead? Look at this guy. He just tried to drive at me. I'm reporting that to the police. Fucking asshole. I'm on the shoulder. He came into the shoulder of the street. Fucking piece of shit. I should have kicked the fucking side of his door in. Fucking asshole. Did you see that guy drive at me? He was inches away from my tripod. Does he work here? He's an old man. I'm reporting that to the police. I raised turkeys too. I had turkeys, chickens, peacocks, pheasants. I had all types of birds. What's up, Evil? You think just because animals are dumb in your eyes that you can just do whatever you want to them? It says more about you than it does me. Move back out of my screen again. That's the second time that somebody drove at me like that. The first time, I don't think I got the license plate. It was too far away. But I was on the other side of the street. I was over by that telephone pole. Yeah, that one. I was standing over by that telephone pole, and somebody was on this side of the street and drove all the way over on the other side of the street just to get close to me. and then sped away like a little bitch. Shitty fucking people, right? What's up, Meebo? Look at those poles too. That looks like somebody hit those two poles that are leaning over. This place is a joke. Yeah, they are smart and very affectionate. Exactly. Yeah, and we cram them in these little cages and then take them in this building and electrocute them. Drain their blood out just so somebody can have them on their Thanksgiving table. It's a joke. They boil them to take their feathers off easier, and then they end up in these trailers. All the feathers and body parts go in those trailers, and then the vultures come down and feast on it. I wonder where they take them. Is there a rendering flying around here somewhere? Not Illinois, this is New Oxford, Pennsylvania. Look up Plainville Farms. Go to Google and search PETA Investigations, Plainville Farms, or PETA Investigations, Oxford. And you can see what they did to turkeys in this place. This is one of the worst slaughterhouses in America. Is she watching my stream? She looked down at her phone and then looked over at me and then backed up. I think she has my stream on. That's funny. On her phone. I wouldn't be surprised. I can still see you. There's a new security guard down there, hiding behind the building. These people are a joke here. Let's go walk down a little bit. You got the feathers here. Feathers of the victims. Broken off. This one actually does have blood on the bottom of it, doesn't it? They break their feathers because they're so terrified. They have no room. They can't stand up all the way in the trucks. In those cages, they can't stand up. They can't spread their wings. Here comes a guy out from the office, maybe. This is the guy from North Carolina getting into that car on the end, yeah. Let him pull out. I'm not trying to block him in. Give him more reason to bitch. But yeah, they just put this new curtain up, this black one. It used to be green, easier to see through, so they put this black one up, so it's harder to see through it, even though I still can. It's kind of funny. Put it all the way down, all the way down there, all the way down there. All the way down to the other end. Need to get chip laid. You're funny. Look at all the vultures in the trees over there. Look, there's probably a dozen of them there. That tree, that tree, that tree. There's more. Hiding back there. They're up on the pole. And they got a couple other trailers down there. Is this a mud flat? Let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, the door's open. You can see inside. Look, there's guts. Is that guts on the edge of the platform? See right on the edge of the platform there? There's something that's sticking up a little bit higher. I don't know what that is, but you can see right inside. What's up, John? Yeah, stop milking cows, right? Drink human milk. Angry geezer. Who's the angry geezer? Look at these guys, they're about to hit each other. I don't think he used his blinker at all. He was looking at me, not looking at this other truck. He had to like swerve out of the way. Oh, he's backing up to get this trailer. Look, there's a bird on the back. You can see all the guts and the blood. They clean the trucks out here, the trailers out. So you can see all the stuff that they clean out. Get them look up in there. Let's see what he does next. yeah, showing the pigs get their tails cut off. It's horrible. Luckily, it doesn't. I don't think they're killing turkeys right now. The line's not moving. They don't have any turkeys here, so it doesn't actually smell that bad. The wind's blowing from behind me, so that's their blood and guts. That's not poop. There's no live animals in those trailers. It's all what they chopped them up and what you don't want to eat goes into these trailers. Probably made into dog food, cat food, and you feed it to your pets. Yeah, it's gross. Your pets deserve better than that too. These guys talking about me out there. Hi. Yeah, they're watching me. Shouldn't you be working? Get back to work. Go move some shit around and make it look like you're working again. You go. Go get a job somewhere else. They're watching me on the stream. Like the security guard. The security guard's watching my stream too, I think. Closed. Yeah, go back to work. Go back to making it look like you're actually working. Meanwhile, they don't do anything. She normally doesn't mind being on my stream, but today she keeps moving out of the way. This guy's basically done getting the truck loaded up here, or the trailer connected. Yeah, if you work at a place like this, you have to be for animal abuse. I mean, honestly, look at all the charges they got at a place like this. A couple years ago, they were investigated. They got 12 people charged with over 140 charges. Last time I was here, they were having a pizza party. They were loading up the guts from the turkeys right here, right at that door. Loading them up, dumping them into the trailer. And then right here, they were having a pizza party. They were giving out pizza and sodas. People were literally walking out of this door, walking across the park, or like the walking through the yard here, and they were dumping the guts. It was pretty disgusting. People were standing there watching them dump the guts from the turkeys into the trailer while they were eating their pizza. This guy doesn't have any safety equipment on. Where's his hat? Where's his mask? Nothing. Truck port, yeah. Back up because he's probably going to try to get in here. This guy's stopping in the road. Yeah, this is where the turkeys come out. They're not turkeys, they're just chopped up body parts. See the refrigerated trucks? I don't know if that one moves. I wonder what's in that one. That's not a refrigerated truck. But that one is. He's the truck driver that goes back and forth from here to the other warehouse. So he's picking up one of the other refrigerated trucks. He's probably going to put it in the open spot there. So they go in down there. On the other side of those cars, you can see where it goes in. They go in down there, they hang them up by their feet, they start going through, they get electrocuted, they drain their blood out, they boil them to get their feathers off easier, they debone them, they gut them. So there's another truck on the other side, kind of near where they go in. It's one of these. It's literally these trailers. All their feathers and stuff go into there. All the guts and stuff come out this side into another trailer that's kind of similar to these. And then all the body parts get put into the refrigerated trailers. And that goes to they got a warehouse down the street. She's talking to this guy now. What do they do with the blood? I'm pretty sure, well, that's a good question. They might do something else with it. It probably, there's all different types of like tanks and stuff in the back. I don't know exactly what they do, but it probably comes out, goes somewhere. But it's pretty nasty. And you can see, let me go over here. You can see all the guts and stuff outside of here. This is where they wash the trucks out, wash the trailers out. But you can see it all. Sometimes I've seen bones over here, and they wash it into that drain. See, there's a drain at the end. There's the hose. That's why the vultures are here. See all the vultures? There's so many of them. She's a new security guard. She's definitely watching my stream. They have all the death trailers over there. So they'll send like a dozen of these trailers out at one time to the factory farm. And they'll fill it up with thousands of turkeys. And then they'll bring them back here and they put them over there and they leave them outside to freeze. Or in the summer, they'll be overheating in the trailers. They got big ass fans over there, but I never saw them running even in the summertime. Wonder if they even work. Even if they got a fan blowing on some of them. The ones in the middle, you know, they get shit on from the turkeys above them. Imagine being in the trailer. It's like 5 cages tall. 1, 2, 3, 6 cages tall. Imagine being one of the turkeys on the bottom where you're just getting shit on by like a dozen turkeys above you or more. It's Plainville Farms. Look it up. Plainville Farms, New Oxford, PETA investigations. This is one of the worst slaughterhouses in the country. They don't have that many people here today. Normally this parking lot's full, but the back part of the parking lot's empty. And right behind where she's standing, that's all like office parking. And there's only like 1 or 2 cars there. There's not many office people here. Look, the vultures are coming back down. Yeah, so can turkeys. Turkeys can recognize humans. They remember how you treat them. I had a turkey. She was my best friend. I'd get home and she would run right up to me, row up against me, just like a dog or a cat. She would just sit there and love to be pet. We'd talk to each other. Look at them pulling pieces out. Look, just pulled that out. I've seen them pull stuff out and then fly towards me into the grass. Drop stuff in the grass. But there it goes. More vultures overhead. You picked up from here before? Picked up some body parts? They just brought the other trailer out. Looks like they was switched them out maybe. So that one's full. Feathers and other remains. Sometimes you'll see them sticking out a little bit in the back there maybe. I don't know. Yeah, this is a turkey slaughterhouse. One of the worst slaughterhouses in the country. They had a dozen people charged with over 140 charges. They were basically doing everything you can think of to the turkeys. Look up PETA Investigations, New Oxford. You can see what they were doing to them. They had somebody inside recording them while they were abusing the animals. Like, that one is down in the truck. What the fuck? It's not even covered. It's not even covered at all. I just realized that. Normally it's covered and they're still like getting it from like the side or whatever. Hold on, let me see if I can get this. Could you see that? Could you kind of see in there? I mean, I can see stuff on the back right there. They're not supposed to have it out here open like that. To the left more. I picked my phone up that high, I can't see it. Kind of empty but dirty. I can see stuff sticking up right there in the back. Got an empty truck here. See that guy in the middle? That looks like the guy. Last time I was here, he brought his golf clubs. Brought his golf clubs inside and a cup so he could stand in the office and golf, practice his putt. Definitely doesn't work on in the actual plant. See if I can try again. It is dripping stuff out of it. You see that? There's a drain there. Okay, I saw it before one time. They had the drain open. See the drain? It's literally like dripping blood. lot of these people, they can work somewhere else. You can go drive a truck for, there's a ton of other truck driving companies. The security guards, they can go get a job somewhere else. Go be a security guard somewhere else. Super easy. Imagine being employee of the month because you killed the most turkeys. Yeah, what the fuck? These places are disgusting, man. That's so gross. Look, this guy just got his food delivery. Can't see him. He's back behind the curtain there. He's literally walking around with like a bag from McDonald's or something. It's a cool orchard bed. Yeah, look. Just got off, killed a bunch of turkeys. Now we're gonna go eat some food. Gross. I wouldn't have an appetite, that's for sure. Where's that plate from? Oh, that's one of the new Pennsylvania plates. Look at this guy. What are you doing there? Shuffling along. Look at him go. He's kind of funny. Scavengers. So look, he just jumped back inside. What is he standing on? He's got to be standing on, like, body parts. Trying to pull something out. You can see him eating pieces of it. Whatever it is in there. Whoever it was. Ew. Eating pieces of a sentient being. You know, somebody just pulled that out of a turkey. Just out here feeding the vultures. While their blood's dripping out. Yeah, it should be covered. I said that a little bit earlier. You can see the tarp rolled up on the other side. It looks like there's stuff sticking up right there too. See the white stuff sticking up? I don't know if that's just on the edge, but like that vulture's standing on something. It's in the middle of the truck standing on it. See, he just hopped down into it. Like somebody just forgot to cover this up or something, but that's a violation right there. I mean, look at all the stuff on the ground. They don't even clean up these spots when they clean the trucks out. They just all this stuff here. That big piece, one of the vultures pulled out and dropped it next to the truck. It goes back into the drain. There was another bird. I guess the other bird left. Doesn't smell. Doesn't smell over here. So look, they're sitting on the light post. There's one on that one, one on that one, one on that one, one on that one. Like what the fuck? The bird jumped down. I can stand up on this curb. Try to get a better shot of it. Is that any better? Gross. Look. A trash picker. I don't know where he's going. Why doesn't he walk on this side of the truck where all the guts are? He's hiding. I can just walk over here too. He's on his phone. Hiding so he can be on his cell phone. I don't think he is. The other lady was. Dude, that fucking car also just tried to get really close to me. Got your license plate. I'm gonna report 2 cars today. He's looking at this mess like, gross. I don't blame him. Yeah, he's cleaning it up now. It's like 40 just went live. Look at their faucet too. I think it's just spraying water out. Leaking all over the place. Leaking all the blood and all the blood out of there still. Is this the water guy? Water service. Plainville Farms. I am gonna call the cops as soon as I leave. Report both of the people that drove at me. See how far over that truck is? I mean, well, I guess he's trying to pull in there too. But he's like over. Like, I'm standing on the side of the road. And 2 different cars came towards me on the side of the road. It's one thing if you want to stay driving in your lane, fine, go stay driving in your lane. You don't have to move over into the other lane to give me space, but don't come at me when I'm standing on the shoulder. It just means you're a piece of shit. Where did that guy go? He left the water running. Yeah, I know the trucks need to make a wide turn. I'm not talking about him going on the other lane like it was a bad thing. I think that the truck driver here is more respectful than the person that just drove at me. That truck driver that just drove in there, he's actually a really good, he's probably the best truck driver they have, honestly, from the ones I've seen. Not only is he respectful of me standing here, but like he just backed right up to the dock. There's another driver that it took him like 5 times to line the truck up to the dock. It was like really bad. He shouldn't be a truck driver. I don't think I've seen him again though. So maybe he's not a truck driver anymore. Yeah, that guy that was over here, he turned the water on. He sprayed a little tiny part and then left. Did he get in that truck? Maybe, I don't know. Went to go help somebody else for a minute, maybe. Maybe he's coming back, but practice makes perfect. Yeah, but I mean, if you're if you're hired as a truck driver, you should know how to drive a truck, at least a little bit. Looks like he's coming back now. I mean, some people are just better naturally at driving than other people. If you're really struggling that bad, then go practice more before you have a job. Or go do something else. Become a security guard. You can just stand out here like this lady, smoking her e-cig, watching my YouTube video, drinking her coffee. Whatever the hell she does. A whole lot of nothing. You can do what this guy does, just stand here with a hose. Gross, man. Don't you think he should close the valve before he starts cleaning it off? Because he's not really going to get anywhere. But I'm going to see how far that truck went over to give me a little bit of space. I appreciate that. Unlike the other person that drove at me. It's like they got more people showing up for work. She waved back. I'm on the side of the road here, buddy. I'm not in the road. I'm on the side. But there's not a whole shoulder on this side, like the other side in the one spot. But I'm on the side of the road. There's a difference between driving in the lane and driving at somebody that's standing on the side of the road. See how empty the parking lot is back there, though? I wonder why there's so little people here today. Maybe they gave some people off because they don't have a lot of turkeys. I'm gonna start walking back now. I have to use the bathroom after drinking that coffee. Let's try to find some feathers here. That's another thing I noticed. There's not that many feathers as normal. So I don't know when the last time they had turkeys here, which makes me feel better. But obviously there's some. Look at this one. Here's a couple. So this is somebody's front yard. There's one. Bunch of cigarette butts. Feathers. Look, there's a big feather down there. There's another big one down there. And this is somebody's yard. Somebody lives there in that house. Like, that's their trailer. That's their shed. And there's turkey feathers all in their yard. There's one there. There's one there. There's a big one here. There's another big one there. Isn't that crazy? Just all over the place. There's a couple little ones. Like right next to the driveway. That's the driveway. There's a feather right there. Literally in the driveway. Here's another house. This is the next house. This is their little like garden bed. Feather. Trash. All these little feathers here. This house is for sale if you want to live next to a slaughterhouse. See, like little like townhouses. So I'm trying to put my tripod up. Yeah, probably get a house at a good price here. Big feathers, little feathers, big feathers. They're all over the place. And like I said, they didn't even have any turkeys today. So all these feathers are from like days ago, and it's been wet and rainy, and there's still feathers all over the place. So crazy. Look at this one. Like, they're big feathers. Like, it's as big as my foot. My ankle hurts. What happened to this tree? This tree got all chopped up. Oh no, trees are alive. Do you hear this? The tree screaming? They built a little tree house. Little tree fort. This is the house where the girl died. Look, what the fuck? There's a saw in that tree. Alright. So there's a little hill here, and all the feathers, when it rains, it comes down here, and there's normally a big pile of feathers at the end of the road here. Doesn't look like it is today. There's normally a whole bunch of feathers here. There's some. But yeah, that tells me that there hasn't been in a while. Look, there's 2 over there in that person's driveway. It's so sad. Kill thousands of turkeys a day. Thousands of them. For no reason. Other than just to make some money. You don't need to support that. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible. German Shepherd. I'll show you the dog. It's cute. What a cutie. I love dogs and kill turkeys. I found out that one of the dogs that I watch, she always has new like bones and like parts of animals and stuff like that. I realized the guy that owns her works at a farm, like a factory farm. He literally just brings home pieces of dead animals and feeds it to his dog, his puppy. It's pretty gross. The perfect food is not an egg. You know how much cholesterol you get from an egg? Stop eating eggs. And if you're trying to be healthy and you're eating pasture-raised eggs, you know how expensive that is? They're like $10 for a dozen eggs. And people want to say it's expensive to be vegan, or privileged to be vegan. Okay. I gotta respond to this real quick. Okay, never mind. Damn, look at that giant feather. You don't need to eat meat. Come on, man. Do you realize vegans are a thing? Do you realize there's people that haven't eaten meat in decades and they're perfectly healthy? Probably healthier than most people that eat animals. We're literally spreading misinformation. People want to say vegans spread misinformation, but way more misinformation comes from people that are anti-vegan. At least have an open mind and learn some new things. Stop taking things from animals that aren't yours, including their eggs, their milk, their flesh. You don't need any of that stuff. Stop coming up with excuses just to exploit animals. Gillette razors are made from animals. What? That makes no sense, dude. There's a lot of stuff that used to be made out of animals, like rubber. That's what people say. Well, what about the rubber on your shoes? What about your cell phone? What about the glue used to make your cell phone and other stuff? None of that is from animals anymore. All of that's made from plants. Companies realized that it was easier to make things from plants. So that's what they do. Where that comes from. As long as it works, right? Same thing with food. You don't need to eat anything from an animal. Honestly, you're probably hurting yourself by exploiting animals and eating them. So stop being so selfish. Consider the animals. Consider their lives. Also, be nice to yourself. Here's a death truck coming by. Empty. My hat is not made from animals. There's a slaughterhouse down the road. The next town over has another slaughterhouse. They slaughter pigs and cows. So they probably just dropped some off and they're coming back. But I go to the turkey. Ooh, I can smell it now. I go to the turkey place because I had a turkey. She was awesome. There's a lady that owns the coffee shop. She's like, nah, we don't have vegan products because they don't sell. That's what she said. So they exploit animals for the money. Because it's all about money. But if the vegan products sold more, then they would want to sell them, right? They'd want to bake more vegan products. So go into your local coffee shop and ask them, vegan products, please. I'm not going to support animal exploitation. Thank you. Alright, give me a minute here. I gotta use the restroom, but I'll be right back. Thank you.
That's what happens when you don't drink it yourself very often.
It's all good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it didn't. My Wi-Fi didn't work, or my data didn't work inside the coffee shop. Are we back now? Looks like it. Yeah, most, I don't know the percentage, but it's like 80 or 90% of animals that people eat are given B12 supplements. So they don't just eat it from the grass. But you can get B12 in nutritional yeast, a couple tablespoons, nutritional yeast, and you're all good to go. This fucking lady not gonna let me go across. I need to get new gloves. My gloves all ripped up. I look funny. I guess that's why people think I'm homeless, because I have these ripped up gloves that I've been wearing. It wasn't this bad a couple days ago, though. Yep. So that's the turkey slaughterhouse. Pretty horrible. Luckily they didn't have any turkeys today. Man, it's so loud here. It's big trucks. Luckily they didn't have any turkeys. Didn't look like there was that many people working there today, honestly. But they did have a couple of trailers full of the feathers and the guts, and they were still loading up trucks to take to the warehouse, which is kind of sad. I don't know the whole process there, but the way it seems to me is they unload the trailers and stun them, kill them faster than the other steps of the process, because they'll go through some of those trailers and hang the turkeys up pretty quickly. I don't understand how they're still loading up trailers. I mean, sure, there's probably some steps that are some parts of the process that take longer overall. But from a manufacturing perspective, it's ran really poorly from what I can see from the outside. It doesn't make any sense to me. That's what my background is. And yeah, doesn't really make much sense. It's not ran very well in my opinion, which is good. Hopefully they lose money and have to shut down. Yeah, 2 tablespoons. I eat more than 2 tablespoons. I like nutritional yeast. So do I have to plug my battery in? Yeah, I probably should. Keep streaming for a little while. My bus won't be here for another 10 minutes. Thanks for being here, Rhonda. I don't think I've seen you here before. Chief smokes a lot. Mars Hill. Fran Franks. I don't know if you're still here, but thanks. Thanks, Evil. Some people are really dumb. People are eating that, and they're eating all the chemicals and all the infections and all the adrenaline. Yeah. Yeah, there's they have so many big tanks of different chemicals there at that slaughterhouse. I don't even know what they use them all for, but it's pretty gross. They gotta clean the meat off. You know, they get there's all different types of cross-contamination, places like that. So then they disinfect your meat. It's so gross. Rudy, I'm in Pennsylvania. I was just at a turkey slaughterhouse in New Oxford. Look up PETA Investigations. There's the same water truck. Look up PETA Investigations, New Oxford, and you'll see what they did to turkeys in that place. One of the worst slaughterhouses in the country. A dozen people with over 140 charges. Do you hunt and fish like a real man? Because a real man protects animals, not kill them. You're a bully. You go out and you hunt and you fish, you're a bully. I did that whole thing. Go to the farm. I met the chickens. I met the farmer. And when I saw how she kills them and what she does there, there's no difference. There's literally no difference between a small, little, local, family-owned farm and the big factory farms and slaughterhouses. It's all the fucking same. Getting eaten alive. Bro, most animals in the wild aren't eaten alive by other animals. Do your own research. You'll realize all the arguments that you have don't make any fucking sense. It makes you look really stupid. Yeah. What about crop deaths, though? There's no logical reason for you to not be vegan. Go ahead. I'll wait. What do you have? You think you're gonna save animals from suffering by killing them? At a fraction of their life? It's really stupid. It's completely illogical. To save animals by killing them. Why wouldn't you do that with people then too? There's people suffering in the world, and you think we should just kill them to stop their suffering? You sound like a retard, man. Come on. Retards make more sense than you do. I like lamp. I like desk. Thanks for the sub, Laurel. Finding every way to complain about it. Complain about what? Just stop exploiting animals. You're the one finding excuses. Come on now. What's your next excuse to exploit animals? Everyone eats meat in the world and has been doing it forever. So, what does that matter? Women also didn't have rights for the longest time. We owned other people. Humans owned other humans for the longest time. Are you supporting those things too? Just because we've been doing it for a long time doesn't mean it's okay. Doesn't mean it should continue. That's not logical. Next. Poulter. Awesome. It's easy to be vegan, right? Where are you from? I live in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania, and it's easy to live vegan. There's like less than 1% vegans around here, and I have no problem doing it. What's up, Cassie? Thanks for coming back again. I remember you from last time. I'm not cold. I got my gloves in my hand. I'm not even wearing my other gloves. It's not too bad. It's like 40 degrees. I do have two beanies. My ears get cold. It's mainly for my ears. I got two jackets on too. That's what's keeping me warm. It's like 40 degrees here. Bye, Laurel. Thanks for being here. Well, I'm getting towards the end of my stream now. I was at the turkey slaughterhouse, showing how disgusting and unorganized that place is. How much they freak out when I show up, one person with a phone. They change their whole process. They spent probably thousands of dollars and manpower to put up a new curtain over their fence so it's harder for me to see inside when I can just easily pick my camera up and see right over the fence anyway. It's really funny. That guy left, he doesn't have another excuse. Are you a grown man? You're acting like a child. What's up, Eston? Yeah, luckily they didn't have any turkeys this morning they were bringing in there, so they might have had some inside already that they were processing. But I didn't see them taking any in, so that's good. Makes me feel a little bit better. I like when I go there and they don't have any turkeys outside. What's your social security number? You first. Yeah, prime rib is also a dead animal that you're taking things from that aren't yours, so leave them alone. I just saw the cattle transport death trailer a couple minutes ago. Went by. It was empty, coming back from the other slaughterhouse. Thanks for the sub, Poulter. But if you could get the same taste from a plant-based diet, wouldn't you choose a plant-based diet over killing an animal and eating it when you don't need to? There's no right way to do the wrong thing. Plants are sentient. No, they're not. Come on. That's such a childish thing to say. Yeah, I think it is the 27th. It's next Thursday, right? So 6 days. Yeah, the 27th. Yeah, stop exploiting animals. That's childish as fuck. Animals are not here to serve you. Yikes. Some dangerous thinking right there. Blackbeard trying to come up with new ways to enslave tuna. Come on, bro. You can do better than that. What if we did that with you? We could put you on a treadmill, and you can just run and run and run. We'll give you good food. You know, we'll put a TV up. You can watch Netflix. But you have to run for 8 hours a day to give us energy. Does that sound like a fair deal? If you don't go fast enough, then we'll just make you go longer and longer and longer and longer. Does that sound fair? You can't stop. Make me do that. I need exercise. You're funny. Now you don't get paid. You're a slave. Just like the tuna. You get paid in a little bit of food, maybe. I'll be right back. I gotta teleport onto the bus. Most fish are now farmed, actually. I don't know about tuna specifically, but most fish are actually farmed. They're not caught in the wild anymore. No difference between a person, a human person, a dog, or a cow, or a pig, or a chicken, or a turkey, or even a fish. Fish are sentient. There's some fish that are smarter than children. Trump ruined a lot of people's lives. Why is your profile the Confederate flag? You need to change your profile picture. Trump's a dumbass. It's not my personal conviction, it's from the animal's point of view. Fucking retards. I mean, people are really stupid. People piss me off. Humans are supposed to be so smart. We're actually one of the dumbest species. Just destroy everything. You make up stupid excuses for it. Selfish, shitty people. Cows. Going to the gym, smoking some weed, and playing some old school RuneScape. Yeah, that's cool. Just don't exploit any animals. Might lose service up here for a second. That was funny. As long as you have consent. Yeah, 99% of tuna are wild caught still. Yeah, gotcha. Interesting, that's a high number. Why don't they farm tuna? You can get plant-based tuna. I have it at my grocery store now. I tried it once. Wasn't that good. But I just ate it plain, which you don't normally do that with tuna anyway. Catfish farming? I don't think I've seen catfish farming. I've seen other fish farming and it was really bad. It was disgusting. When I used to eat, go out to eat at a restaurant, they're not giving you wild caught most of the time. Yeah, chickpeas taste like tuna salad. That's actually my favorite. Like a chickpea. Yeah, that's where my live always cuts out there in the same spot. Yeah, that's where my live always cuts out there in the same spot. Thanks for the gift. I don't know if you heard that. Chloe. You made a carrot taste like salmon? That's funny. I've never tried that. I still need to make a carrot hot dog. I've never done that either, where you like boil it with different like sauces and seasonings. I'll just get the hot dogs sometimes. I've seen them on sale, I got them. They were pretty good. Carrot lox. Yeah, lox is a salmon dish. Don't have options like that out here. There's really not many vegan options out here when you go to restaurants. What's up, Kathy? Did you change your picture? Jenny McQueen is live. I should probably end my stream so you guys can go to some of the other ones. Yeah, nowadays you can get anything to taste like an animal product. So people say taste, that means nothing to me. You can get better tasting food that are made from plants. So I believe you when you say taste is the reason that you exploit animals. I understand convenience more because you can't find vegan options in a lot of places. But on the other hand, there are a lot of places that do have a lot of vegan options, so it depends where you are. But it still doesn't justify what's happening. It might just be a little harder, but it's not too hard. You can do it, no matter where you are. I don't have vegan options out here. It's easy. I just go to the grocery store. You might not have options at certain restaurants, but just don't go to those restaurants. It's actually pretty easy. Yeah, I wish I could invite a few turkeys to come over too. What is it? Farm Sanctuary? If you look up Farm Sanctuary, you can adopt a turkey. You can buy Thanksgiving meals for the turkeys there. It's pretty cool. Pokey Joe. Yeah, I'm totally broke. You can donate to me in the description. See, look, my gloves are ripped. I need your money, please. You don't like my hair? You think just I have long hair, it's a female hairstyle? Did I grow a beard like a female too? Come on now. You must not be into heavy metal then. What, you wanna fight me? What do you wanna fight me for? I didn't even insult you. Whoa, look at that. The Grinch. That's funny. Did you guys see that car? Thanks, Evil. You don't have to time people out though for saying stuff like that. I don't mind. You think I'm a hippie? That's funny. Nah, I just respect animals. Not a hippie. Adopted a turkey named Flutter. That's cool. I took a quiz there on their website the other day. They like match you with a turkey, like based on your personality or whatever. I got matched with Zulu, I think is what the name was of the turkey. I didn't adopt him though. I wish I had some extra money too. I would. Yeah, he was being a little hostile, but the Great Bongo. I seen Bigfoot. I seens it. No, with the stream from the other day, I went by this guy's house and he has this big, like, shadow statue of Bigfoot. It's kind of funny. Hair has no gender. Yeah, sure. Colt's back. You don't understand what you're talking about, man. Yeah, Dennis, you know animals do too? I made a sweet potato yesterday. I was trying to give a piece of some of the sweet potato to Nova. She did not want it. Goose came over, ate the whole damn thing. I used to have 2 mice, and one of them loved pumpkin seeds. That was her favorite thing, was pumpkin seeds. The other one didn't really eat them. Need living energy to survive, but you realize you eat dead animals, bro? What the fuck? No, I'm not a truck driver. But I used to operate heavy equipment. Backhoes, excavators. Got my personal driver driving for me now. See, I'm the only person in the bus. My driver Ron up there. What do you do for work? I have a couple of different jobs, but mainly, I take care of animals. And I'm also a vegan farmer. I grow plants. And I don't kill any animals for the plants that I grow. And I also manage money. So, I do a lot of different things. Want to sound cool for the... Where are the vegan girls at? You tell me where the vegan girls are. All the girls that I meet, they're not vegan, unfortunately. Eat dead plants. You're funny, bro. Keep trying to explain it to me. Come on, try harder. Yeah, project harder. You're not doing a very good job. Yeah, right, Eston. You can try to explain that to Colt, but I don't think he's gonna listen. And he doesn't care about plants. He doesn't care about animals. He doesn't care about plants. When my battery gets low on my phone, it tells me, please don't let me die. Do you think that makes my phone sentient? It speaks English. It tells me that it doesn't want to die. My phone must be sentient. Where's my battery? Alright, I'm gonna end the stream in a couple minutes, so if you got any final questions, now's the time to ask them. Thanks. You too. Holidays are stupid in my opinion anyway. I really don't like any holidays. A functioning brain. Right, Dennis. That can be part of it, right? A brain and a nervous system. But then there's other things like what, oysters. They don't have a brain, but they still have nerves. They can still feel to an extent, right? Oh, I'm buffering, sorry. Turn my Wi-Fi off. Yeah, Dennis, I'm not saying that they are sentient. I'm saying that they're, if you want to say anything that's not like that we don't know is sentient, it would probably be something like that, right? Something that has nerves, something that can possibly feel. Not plants though. Plants are like way over there. Yeah, lobsters. Lobsters, though. Yeah, but anything else with a nerve net or nerve clusters are kind of in that same gray area, right? And you don't need to eat them, so just leave them alone. That's what I think. It's like you have to eat something, right? So why don't you just eat things that you know have no feelings at all? That makes the most sense to me. I think there's some cats that live in the bottom of this one house here. Let's see if they're over here. Kitties. No. Maybe it's a block back. I'm gonna make some super firm tofu. Oh, it was in here. They got it blocked. There used to be cats that live in there. Now they got some bricks thrown in there or something, so the cats can't go in. What is that? These guys are asking for it. Look at these bikes. The Indian motorcycles. That's kind of a weird name. Nobody at the park today. Hey, look, they put a flag up there. They put a flag at the park. That pole's been empty for as long as I can remember. And look how small the flag is compared to the pole. Come on. They need a flag that's like 3 times the size of that. At least it's something. I was gonna go to the borough meeting and tell them to put a camera up there. Because they didn't use it for anything else. But now they got a flag up there. Could still probably put a camera at the top. Alright, I'm gonna end my stream. Go check out Jenny McQueen, that 40-year-old vegan. They are probably together at a slaughterhouse. Maybe somebody can put a link to their stream in my comments here. People can just click right over to it. Maybe Evil, if you're still here. You got to be a mod, I think, to put a link. Yeah, so Dennis, that's kind of what I was saying, right? If there's science that's going to start including more animals as sentient, it's probably going to be oysters and things like that before plants, right? Yeah, what's up, Coops? The world's fastest Indian. I'll have to check that out. $11 church bells. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks for being here, everybody. If you're new, subscribe. Come back on the next stream. I don't know when I'll stream next. I was gonna go to the pet shop where they have little puppies. They sell puppies from the puppy mills. But somebody came late to drop the dog off, or pick the dog up yesterday, and then it got dark really quick, so I wasn't able to. Maybe I'll do a stream with some of the dogs later, because I'm going to have a bunch of dogs over here. Jenny should be here soon. The other husky. But yeah, go check out the 40-year-old vegan, Jenny McQueen. And there might be some other people on. But thanks for being here. Peace.